Now let's go back to the ring. More action. The following contest is your television main event. Scheduled for one fall, a tag team attraction for the Rampage Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. This bout to be contested under Rampage rules, as with all tag contests here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. Tags are allowed but not required to take place during the contest. Introducing first our champions. They are led to ringside by Charlie Cash. He is hit for hire Bobby Moore and Zane Dawson, the Cash Vault. Cash Vault. Their opponents are challengers first this evening from the Dark City. Murder One. His tag team partner hails from Columbus, Georgia. The one and only J-Rod. One fall for the Rampage Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Well, Josh, it's time. Main event here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. Rampage rules, tag team titles on the line. The Cash Vault on one side.
The one and only J-Rod.
And once again, we have to introduce the one and only J-Rod.
This is a tag team.
Everyone, say it together. J-Rod.
The one and only J-Rod.
Okay, see?
Third time's a charm.
Everything in threes.
Time remaining.
The one and only... No.
A lot of animosity between these two teams. I'm surprised to see this. I figured they'd be a little bit closer buddies in this.
Well, animosity here, but that doesn't even begin to compare to the animosity that is going on between Murder One, J-Rod, and Doc Gayton and AJ Steele. And you know that's going to burn up a ring very, very soon. You've brought it up earlier in the program. AJ Steele gets an opportunity to get Murder One in the ring at some point. It's going to be coming up. It's simply a matter of when, not if.
And what kind of match it's going to be, and you know that's going to be in the back of Murder One's mind. I mean, you know, it could be an I Quit match. It could be a Dark City street fight. It could be a cage match, a barbed wire match. You never know when it comes to AJ Steele and what he wants to do to Murder One.
We do know one thing. We do know AJ Steele and Doc Gayton are in the building. We saw them at the beginning of our program. I don't know how they're keeping them away from each other backstage. That's got to be a modern miracle. Security has been elevated here at Johnny G's simply to accommodate it as Murder One takes Bobby Moore off his feet and is on him solidly with blows to the back, and now a big uppercut to the chin brings him to the corner. J-Rod tagged in. In comes J-Rod as Murder One holds Bobby Moore in the corner. J-Rod comes, axe handle to the back.
Nice tag team work here from J-Rod and Murder One. They haven't really teamed up a lot. We saw them in the Sizzling Summer Bash as they face AJ and Doc Gayton. But other than that, I don't think they've ever really teamed up much.
Nobody home. Bobby Moore moves. Solid chop to J-Rod. Punch takes him off his feet, and now Bobby Moore in control. Tags in Zane Dawson. Both teams working exactly as you imagine at Rampage Pro Wrestling. Solid tag team action here as each team working as a solid and cohesive unit. Suplex takes it down. Remember, fans, Rampage rules. Tags are permitted, but if one competitor for a team slides out of the ring, the other man can come into the ring, similar to Lucha Libre.
And I like the change because it's going to make the tag team matches a little bit more fast-paced. This is another one of Ben Master's new rulings. But when you got these four guys in the ring, I don't think tags are going to matter anyway. I think this one's going to turn into a Pure 6 brawl eventually.
Have you ever been to a Pier 6?
One time.
Do they always have brawls?
They do.
Okay.
Usually happens around 2 a.m. right after last call.
It's not that Pier 6 Imports place. That's something else. Something totally different.
Very interested that Murder and J-Rod have shown this kind of teamwork. I expected this from Bobby and Zane, but not from Murder and J-Rod.
Leg drop, cover, sloppy though. If you're going to win a title, you're going to want to hook that leg there, J-Rod. And J-Rod should know the only Triple Crown winner in Rampage Pro Wrestling history. And right there, suffering at the hand of Bobby Moore, the hit for hire of the Cash Vault. Zane Dawson, the twin brother from another mother, in, knocks J-Rod back in. Dee Byers out of position 1-2. That might have cost a 3 count right there. Cash Vault could have gone home with the titles. Not so much.
Yeah, Charlie Cash definitely showed his frustrations after that one because he thought they had a victory right there.
Charlie needs to watch his blood pressure.
He does. Some more double team action there in the corner between Zane and Bobby taking care of J-Rod here.
Now J-Rod let out of the corner. Not sure that was a good tag team there because Bobby Moore didn't keep control of him. And now J-Rod doesn't get much of that clothesline. You can see the result. Zane Dawson able to recover, hooks him again, brings him up and down, body slam right in the middle of the ring.
Big body slam there from Zane.
Goes for a leg drop, nobody home, and now J-Rod's up. I'd go for the tag, J-Rod, but he wants to kick him instead. Now he's going to tag. I should not question J-Rod.
Couldn't tell if Murder One was choking him or just grinding his elbow into his nose.
It's a buy one, get one.
There you go.
Back elbow. Murder One dangerous no matter where you are in the ring, and now he throws him across, comes in, solid, all of his body weight. Murder One, no small man.
Reminded me of the old Onyx Slam dance back in 1994.
Right there with the knee. Yanks back, putting a lot of pressure on the neck and the back of Zane Dawson, one half of the tag team champions, and now switch up, no tag. Dee Byers distracted. Clearly cannot tell the difference between the two competitors.
And Cash Vault's not used to having someone bend the rules on them. They're usually the ones bending the rules. And they're doing it again.
Although, quite honestly, there's nothing quite illegal under Rampage rules at this point. One man leads the ring, the other man can enter the ring.
That is true.
It may be frustrating the Cash Vault, but it's a perfect utilization of the Rampage rules. But now, since the other man had not yet left the ring, Dee Byers imposing the rule, and now the switch off is done there. Dee Byers sees the other man out, the other man in, no problem.
And again, they don't need to tag because Zane was outside before it happened.
Dee Byers can only call what he sees, and he has to interact with what he sees. And right now, J-Rod's the one preoccupying Dee Byers, is now the Cash Vault's having fun.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and Charlie Cash ate the entire good duck too.
There's a tag, and now we are somewhat back to the abnormal normality of what we do. Solid punch takes Murder One almost down to the floor, but not all the way there. He's trying to maintain it. Ooh, comes up with a stiff uppercut, lands another blow to the chin, brings him in. Headbutt, hits the ropes. Oh,
running forearm.
That's going to hurt. Murder One would have been smart to roll out of the ring on that blow. That would have given J-Rod an opportunity to come into the ring, but I don't think Murder One's quite sure where he is right now, and this could be it. One, there's two, should have hooked the leg. Can't do it with a veteran like Murder One, a man who's trained many of the professional wrestlers here in the Southeast. Consummate professional wrestler, fighter, you're not going to get him easy. You're going to have to do it the right way. Clothesline, ducks it, comes in, ducks that one too. J-Rod comes in from behind on Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore's attacking. Stuff going on outside the ring while stuff's going on inside the ring. Almost needing to break that one up is J-Rod.
And J-Rod looked like he was trying to pull Murder out of the ring, which would have, of course, made J-Rod legal.
I think there was a tag
there
right
was a
there.
tag. Dee Byers just called it.
Bobby Moore goes for cover. J-Rod is there. Legal man at their DDT. Goes for a cover. Taking his time. You shouldn't be taking your time with Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore has proven that he can take a beating and still come back. It's been his position in many of the previous cash vault tag matches.
J-Rod again cocky on the cover.
Now setting up, big boot. Oops, wrong guy. J-Rod solidly in the boot of Murder One. Murder One, though, able to grab a hold of the foot and get him off, and Bobby Moore a little irritated by that. Kicking Murder One out now. He's got J-Rod isolated.
Oh, low blow right there.
The referee noticed that. Could have disqualified him right there, and that's a mistake when you're in a title match. Discretion of the referee, I got to question that decision, quite honestly, but okay, turnabout's fair play. You got to let both of them happen, I guess.
I don't know if the ref actually saw Bobby do that one.
Dee Byers definitely allowing a little more than normal in this title match, but then again, given the way these teams have been going at each other, I guess it makes a little bit of sense. See who can come out of this fight as the winner and as the champion. Zane Dawson, solid elbow to the top of the head of Murder One. Murder One down on one knee, trying to get back to the vertical base, does. Zane Dawson backs him up into the ropes, throws him across. Ducks that one, does Murder One, ducks another, comes off, and both men had the same idea, same time, and we got a crash in the middle of the ring.
And here comes a 10 count from Dee Byers.
J-Rod still feeling the impact of the low blow he occurred, and now it's all falling apart here, kids.
And now comes a Triple Six brawl.
Let's fight Dee Byers trying to count this out, trying to figure out a way to get control. So right now, J-Rod and Murder One are in control against the tag champs. Reversal there by Dawson. Dawson goes in on J-Rod. Nobody home. Murder One caught by Bobby Moore. There's a spear on J-Rod.
That one
and now
folded him.
Looks like Bobby Moore is loading up that elbow. Caught by a cutter there.
That is the ether, as Murder One likes to call it. And there's Zane with a huge lariat on Murder One.
Murder One now out of the ring. J-Rod now on the ring apron. Bobby Moore on the floor. Zane Dawson trying to find somebody to get this thing over with. Now J-Rod uses his head twice. And now from the outside, he's going to come on in with an elbow. Goes for the cover. Do we have a new champion? I have no idea what he's doing.
They just had a chance to win the tag titles, and J-Rod, again, being a little too cocky.
Up and over, sorta. Rake of the eyes from behind. Referee, again, allowing an awful lot in this particular match. Now he's setting up for that running knee.
It looks like he's loading his knee right here.
Remember, there was a knee, a running knee or a diving knee that caused a multiple fracture of the orbital bone of Rob Adonis at one point. Who I understand from Miss Alley will now forevermore be referred to simply as Adonis.
Bobby and Murder still fighting on the outside.
Oh,
Zane.
Solid blow. This thing has gotten sloppy, but it's gotten brutal at the same time. Now Bobby Moore trying to get back into the... Wait a minute. Doc Gayton is out. AJ Steele is out. This thing is just getting weirder and wilder every moment.
AJ's trying to hold Doc Gayton. Doc Gayton wants his hands on J-Rod.
Now Doc Gayton being restrained by AJ Steele.
Wait a minute. Is that the loaded pad there on the ground?
Now Zane Dawson is loading up the elbow. J-Rod better pay attention to what's going on here, because he just caught a lariat right to the face from that loaded elbow pad, and there's three.
Your winners,
and there you have it. Still tag team champions, the Cash Vault, Zane Dawson and Bobby Moore.
Bobby Moore and Zane Dawson, the Cash
Guess you're going to credit this victory to Doc Gayton and AJ Steele, but this one's getting out of hand. Murder One's throwing chairs.
Well, I guess you could say Doc Gayton in some fashion caused Murder One and AJ Steele to lose the titles. Never really made it into the ring, but he was impactful in distraction. Zane Dawson used the elbow pad. Now Murder One back in the ring with a chair. Champs are going to go to the floor, take their belts. Charlie Cash waddling his way out of the arena. Fans, wow, what a show we've had here, Josh Wheeler. We're going to have another one next week. We're going to have another big show. We got the TV title being defended by Mike Posey, and you know what? We're going to see Doc Gayton, and we're going to see AJ Steele in action. You know who their opponents are going to be in next week's main event?
It's going to be the BFFs.
BFFs. Weird matchup. It's been weird this week, fans. It's getting weirder, but it's getting better here at Rampage Pro Wrestling.